YouTube, 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 YouTube. What's cracking, peeps? What it is, what it ain't. It's your boy, Toddy Jones. What it is, y'all? What's going on, man? As I said earlier, if some of y'all caught the earlier video, I closed the deal today. So yeah. Congratulations to me. Closed the deal today, y'all. And I really wanted to kind of make a video about this deal or go live. I just wanted to talk about the deal because this deal had a lot of moving parts throughout the deal. I went through some stuff during the deal. So this is just a real good one that I felt like would be the one to talk on. So I'm gonna jump straight into it. The lead came through my website. So that's how the lead came through. That's how I found out the lead. It came through my website. Of course, called the buyer, talked to him, filled them out, got the information, set an appointment, and went over there to take a look at the property. When I went over there to take a look at the property, the seller's son, he was there, so we introduced ourselves to each other, and he showed me around the property. He was doing kind of like the side work for his mom, who was the seller, who was the owner. So he was doing the side work for his mom. So I went in there, looked at it, talked to him, built some rapport with him. Even though he was not the seller, I still made a point to build rapport with him, just like he was the seller. Because, see, the thing about it, if he's showing the house, that means he probably gonna have some influence with mom. When me and him are done, when he goes back and relays information to mom, what kind of guy was it, that stuff like that, So any influence that he had, I wanted to make it a positive influence. So same situation, y'all. Anytime you're dealing with somebody, if they're showing the house, even if it's not a seller, you build that same rapport with them. But getting back to what I was saying, went ahead and I looked at the house, and I did not actually make an offer right there on the spot. I didn't make an offer right there on the spot. Not mainly because I went dealing with the seller, even though that had a lot to do with it, but I really needed to go back and do some more homework on this property after seeing it in person. Just being straight up and honest. Any other time, you always want to make them offers on the spot while you got them there. But just being honest with you, I needed a little more research on this property. So went back, did some research on it. And throughout the process, I found out that one of my buyers had already went to saw the house like maybe a week or two prior. I'm not sure. But he has went and saw it recently. When I say one of my buyers, I mean one of my main buyers, one of my big dog buyers here in my market. So he'd already looked at the house, and he told me what he offered for the house, which was $65,000. That's what he'd offered for the house. So I kind of knew that, okay, well, one of my main buyers done offered this amount. He got the cash, he got the money to close quick on it. If he didn't offer this, and they turned it down, they didn't want that amount. So I'm new going back into it, like, okay, I got to up the ante in order just to get it on the contract. And then even when I up the ante, I can't even come back to one of my big dogs because, I already know what he had with it. And I already know that I got to get it higher than what he had. So needless to say, I contacted them back, called the son back, talked to him. At this point, he was doing all the leg work for mom still. So I made an offer to them. I made an offer a significant bit higher than what my main buyer had offered, because I still kind of felt confident I could still get the house sold, even if I got to just take a lot less on my assignment fee. But I just knew I had to come on top of what he had offered. And even when I got on the contract again, I couldn't go back to him and sell it to it, because I already tried to sell it to him because I already knew where he was at with it. So I made an offer, and he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna talk to my mom. He said, first thing he said was, okay, well, that sounds pretty good, because to be honest, I'm kind of tired of showing the house because I'm doing all the work for it, and I'm tired of showing it. It sounds good to me, but I can't make the decision, so I'm gonna go back, talk to my mom, and I'll call you back and let you know what she says. Which he did. He called me back, and he gave me a counter offer, and then I countered back only $1,000 higher. They accepted it. got them out of contract. Actually, met them at a supermarket and got them to sign a contract. And and once they signed it, I started marketing the property. Again, I couldn't go back to one of my big dogs, so I already got one car stacked against me because, of course, he's not gonna want it. He's already told him what he could pay for it. So went back to my other buyers, went back to another one of my main buyers. I call them a big dogs. Went back to another one of my big dog buyers, gave it to him. He got big money too. The thing with him, he wasn't too hot on that part of town. That part of town is typically not where he likes to invest in, especially if he's paying anything over 50 grand. He has a sweet spot that he likes to stay in whenever he spends a significant amount of money, which I totally understand. So even though he may have liked the house, how it looked and everything, spending the type of money that it would take to close it, he didn't really want to do it again because that's not really the side of town that he likes to spend big money at. So, and I try to coerce him into buying it. I try like, hey man, it's a good house, blah 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 blah, which it was. It was a good house, real good house. And then if y'all on my social media or in the group, y'all saw the pictures. It was a good house. It was a good house. But again, the location mattered more than the repairs to him as far as that amount he was spending. So he didn't want it. So contacted a few other of my buyers, and got another one of my big dog buyers down here from Atlanta. He came down here. He looked at it. He showed a little interest in it. But the thing with him is he said the house, like, for the price, what he'd have to pay for it, it's bigger than he wanted to be. Because the house is almost 3,200 square feet. And he was like, the size of the house was actually getting him, believe it or not. He was just like, it's kind of big, and that was the main thing with him. So needless to say, he was out. So I hollered at a few other my buyers that brought them in. So on my big dogs, it was like a no to them. It was a no to them. So I was going to have to get, real strategic and creative on how to get this property sold. So at this point, I called my realtor. Let him know what's going on. Let him know the price and, how much I was trying to get it sold for. Blah, 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 blah. Gave him some information on the property. And he's real seasoned in the game. He's probably been in real estate here in this market, probably, I'm guessing, maybe, I think about 30 years. I think at least 25. But anyway, me and him got a good relationship. So I gave him all the information on the house. Gave him the lockbox. And I was like, yeah, man, go in there and look at it for me if you don't mind, and see if you can get us somebody in here and get the house sold. What you did, he said, okay, Todd, I'm on it. Send me the information, text me the information, email me this, email me that, and I'll get on it. I'll get on it. I'll take care of it. All right, so hung up with him, and around this time, as he working on it, maybe a week and a half, maybe about 2 weeks then passed. And at this point, I have I have a trip planned to go to Los Angeles for my birthday around at this point in time, because this hadn't happened long ago. Again, I just closed on the deal today, so I got a trip planned to go on my birthday. So I'm planning to get ready, going on my trip, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, y'all, I get sick. I get sick, you know what I'm saying? Get sick bad to the point I had to go to the emergency room. So what was going on? I was having some respiratory issues. I had very bad bronchitis, and then at the same time, I had a lot of mucus that was right here in my passages, and it was kind of preventing me from like breathing normal. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not trying to go too in depth into my, my situation for health wise, because I'm cool now, as y'all see. But anyway, I had that little scare. This is all during the time that I'm about to get ready to get on the plane to go to LA. I get sick, a day before my birthday. Go figure. You know what I'm saying? And also during this point in time, while I'm, in a hospital, the seller reaches back out to me. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted to know some progress on the house. And I'm kind of hospitalized at this point, and I can barely keep a consistent breathing pattern going, much less talk to somebody on the phone about what's going on with this deal. So I get back on the phone with my realtor, and I let him know, I like, hey, they're reaching out to me, and honestly, I'm just not in good health right now to kind of just talk to them. So I need you to call them, talk to them, and let them know that we got everything handled and everything will be handled. And at this point, we already had a buyer, but this is around the holidays. So at this point, the lawyers are just moving real slow. So I told my realtor, like, call them, you know how to talk to people just as good as I do. So call them and, just letting them know that everything is going well. And that's what he did. So at that point, my realtor took over. My realtor took over and he started making all the phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was my deal, he really took over and started working for us, at that point in time. He kept in contact with the seller. He kept in contact with the lawyer and also the person that handles the closing with the lawyer. There was a mortgage on it. He made some phone calls to the mortgage. So long story short, he was doing a whole lot of stuff for everybody involved to go ahead and get this thing closed as soon as possible. He really stepped up, went to bat, and did a lot of stuff that I would have been doing. But again, at this point, I done got sick. I'm recovering, and then I'm out of the state. I'm out here in Los Angeles at this point in time. So, and then again, this is the holiday season. We talk about lawyers. Lawyers, they're typically not gonna move fast during the holiday season. But anyway, so I get back. We got our buys, and we pretty much ready to go. So during the point I come back, when we send all the contracts in, my original contract had expired. So the lawyer, they was like, hey, Toddy, you got to go to your seller and you got to get an extension on the contract. He was like, hey, we still can bring everybody here to close, but no, we don't want to do that. We want to make sure everything is covered on our end as well as you guys' end. So I reached back out to the seller. I called them. I let them know, like, hey, we got everything ready. We're ready to close, but our contract has actually expired. And the lawyer reached out to me and let me know that we need to extend this in order for us to proceed and close in progress. Seller had no problem with it, y'all. She was like, okay, well, cool. That's no problem. And I told her, well, we can either meet up, today somewhere or tomorrow. We can meet at a neutral spot, or I can come to your home and we can just sign the paperwork and it'll take about 30 seconds and I'll be on my way and we'll go ahead and get this house closed. She was like, okay, well, that's fine. You just come to my place and, and we'll take care of it from there. So she gives me the address. So I head out to her house to get the contract signed, or to get the contract extended, I guess I should say. And I just really expected y'all to be there no more than 2 or 3 minutes. I already had pre-filled everything out on both sides, made her a copy, made me a copy. And by the time I got there, I already had wrote everything out as far as the extension goes. And she was like, oh, Toddy, come on in. I just moved here. I want you to see the house, And pretty house that this pretty house she just had bought had this nice extravagant pool with a waterfall, had some California palm trees, had a pool house, had a playhouse for her daughter. Real big, nice ass house, y'all. You know what I'm saying? When you say upgraded, she really upgraded. So, I went in there and, she showed me the house. She talked to me. So, again, I plan on this trip being no more than 3-4 minutes, 5 at the most. And that turned to almost 2 hours of her just in there talking to me, and we really got to know each other. I got to know her daughter. You know what I'm saying? We talked about everything under the spectrum during that 2-hour period of time. But long story short, y'all, we extended the contract. Closed on it today. So went and we closed on it today. And I just really want to tell y'all about this closing because there was so much going on. Really so much going on, from me getting on the contract, from me getting sick, from me having to reach out to my realtor and let him take over and do everything. And my realtor is actually the person that brought in the end buyer. He brought in the end buyer. I got the contract. He brought in the end buyer. And going into it, I knew it was going to be kind of tough because, like I said, one of my main buyers had already gave me a price, and I had to jump over that price to get it under contract. So I knew finding a end buyer on it would probably be tougher than my normal properties because honestly, I didn't really get it at I didn't really get it at the number I would like to have it to be real comfortable, So my realtor, he came in and helped me. He handled everything, brought the buyer in, made sure our closing and transition was super smooth. He taught her mortgage company and everything. He just did a whole lot. So that was just a little teamwork on that. And I just really wanted to tell y'all about it because, again, there was just so much going on with this one. But this is just some of the paperwork they gave us so y'all can get an idea. I got this up here, man. I just want to protect everybody's, confidentiality as far as that goes. But as you see right here, that $29,000, that's like the amount that the seller walked away with in cash today. And I'm sorry, y'all, that's not real. That's focusing real good. But that's say 29,000 and some change. If you can see right here, which you probably can't because it don't look like this thing is focusing. She had a balance of almost $42,000 on her mortgage, which was paid off once the end buyer sent in his money. So that's the amount that she had on her mortgage. That's the amount she walked away with. And that's the amount that I got it on the contract for, which was $71,000. So, and as I told y'all, my original buyer was going no more than 65. So I had to come up to 71 just to get it on the contract. And then the end buyer paid more than that to actually buy the house. You know what I'm saying? And really here, where I'm at, for this not to be the north side of town or the south side of the county, which is the sweet spots as far as your higher price real estate, for somebody to pay $71,000 for an as-is property in this market. And I know that's not a lot in a lot of y'all markets. A lot of y'all who watch, y'all from some big cities like Philadelphia, LA, New York, Chicago. A lot of people watch from Texas, Houston, and Dallas. Y'all are from some bigger cities, especially out there in the Cali. So I know when y'all listening to this $71,000 to y'all like, but it's cheap. What are you talking about? But with it not being in the ideal best part of town, it went in the terrible part of town, as you see by the price. But for $71,000, being an as-is property, and then the cash buyer having to come over and pay more than that, you know what I'm saying? That sells a lot, you know, in this market. You know, I'm not in Mayberry, but at the same time, I'm not in one of these big cities like a lot of you guys are. But I just really want to bring that to y'all, man. You know, and that was a good day for me. Good day to end the year. Closer there right before the new year. So it gives me some momentum going into 2019. Going into 2019, you know, as most of y'all know who've been watching for years, I'm here in Middle Georgia, not in Atlanta. You know, I know a lot of people do watch and they think I'm in Atlanta. A lot of people from out of state think everywhere in Georgia is in Atlanta, but there are more cities in Atlanta. I'm just south of Atlanta. But the reason I'm saying all that is because 2019, I'm going to expand out to the Atlanta market. Still going to work my market. It's going to always be my baby here. But I'm about to start to expand. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all watch from in ATL, doing business in ATL, you get some deals, and you need somebody to come in and help you close that deal, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. I got plenty of buyers in Atlanta. Plenty of buyers in Atlanta that can close fast. So you get deals in Atlanta, you need somebody to come in on the bottom leg of that and help you get it closed, holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. Let's do some business together. You know what I'm saying? And just make 2019 a spectacular year for all of us. Also, as y'all have noticed, I've been promoting our real estate group on Facebook. I invite all y'all that watch my videos to join our real estate group in Facebook. You know what I'm saying? When I went back to Facebook, we had like 10 people in there. Now we got 150 people in there. So come on and join. The link is going to be in the description. The link is going to be in the comments. So you can't miss the link. Come on, join in. Now don't join in with your alias Facebook account, your troll account. You know, we not going to let you in with your troll account. Let us know who you are. You know who we are. So come on, give us the real account. Join with us and let's network. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this money in 2019, man. Let's make 2019 the year of the money. You know what I'm saying? So let's all just make everything as best as we possibly can, y'all. But let me go ahead and check out, because I know I'm getting at the point now where I start to ramble, and y'all know I'm a great rambler. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. As always, follow your boy on Instagram, on IG, Toddy_Jones on Instagram. T as in Tom, I as in Internet, D as in David, Y as in Yellow, _Jones. Follow me on Instagram. I get on there and I act the ass quite often, so follow me on Instagram. Again, join the Facebook group. If you got any questions about anything, holler at me in the comments. And as always, we'll chop it up. Friday night, I'm about to get out of here, get in the sump. I don't know what yet, but I'm about to get in the sump, y'all. So y'all take good care of each other. And more than likely, I'm probably not going to do another video before New Year. So happy New Year to everybody. God bless you and your family. Peace out.